I don't depend on a man, but I'm learning to let him support me. So this is about me defying, for the most of my life, defying gender stereotypes and how, because I'm a feminist, I never really thought I never wanted to depend on a man. But since becoming a mother, I've realized that letting him help me is just as important as helping him. So I'll talk a little bit about my history of how my upbringing shaped my feminist values and this kind of like mission to defy gender stereotypes, that I'm not, don't put me in a box. I'm not what you think I am, whatever, right? My mom wanted the best for us, and it's the mid-90s, and I'm storming out of my piano lesson like a disgruntled employee who just got his last warning from his boss. My teacher figured out that I hadn't really practiced 3 times that week, and I'm an embarrassed, angsty, disappointed little 10-year-old. So I opened up my mom's Hyundai. I slumped into my seat and slammed the door. My mom's like, "What's wrong?" And I muffle, "I don't want to do piano anymore." And she sighs, starts the car, and she says, "Okay, but think about it first." And she goes on. She takes a deep breath and she goes on. She's like, "I've always told you and your sisters that what you learn is for you to keep. No one can ever take that away from you. I'm putting my entire paycheck, most of my paycheck, into your extracurricular activities because I want you and your sisters to learn as much as you can so you don't need to depend on anyone." I nod, sheepishly staring at my piano book that's in my lap, holding back a few angry tears. She continues, "The more you learn, the more educated you become, and the more money you can make so you can take care of yourself. I don't want you to be in the position that I'm in when you're married." I look up at her. She's staring at the red traffic light, and she takes a breath in. "I didn't get the opportunities that you have growing up in Canada. I had to finish my secondary education at night school. I got to finish high school in the night because I had to work during the day. I can't make as much money as your dad. He takes care of our finances in the household. And I have to depend on him, but you don't have to." We arrive home. My mom turns off the engine, and she looks back at me, and I look back at her, and I say, "Yeah, I know, Mom. I'll actually practice this week, okay?" And so her words stuck to me like an invisible leech, right, on my back. Like I couldn't even see it. And I didn't quit. I didn't quit piano. I kept practicing piano throughout high school, winning trophies and competitions, finishing all the exams with flying colors. I kept going to Chinese school, doing my dictation tests, reciting poems, writing essays, completing exams. I continued to learn. And my thirst for knowledge was fed by my mom's words. I needed to take advantage of the opportunities she didn't have, to make the sacrifices that my immigrant parents made worth it, to be the better generation, to be self-sufficient, and lastly, to never depend on a man. And so I continued my education. Earning scholarships, finishing my bachelor's degree, earning a scholarship for a grad school, while working multiple part-time jobs to save for a down payment on my own place. And then I was working full-time and making a decent salary, living in my 2-bedroom condo, collecting rent from my roommate, paying off the mortgage and bills like a strong, independent woman. I'm a feminist, a modern woman, hear me roar, nothing can stop me now, and no one will. I can do anything and everything. And my mom's words stuck to me, and I believed in defying gender stereotypes, breaking down barriers that would make my female ancestors proud. For instance, I do not need a man to open a tight jar, right? Jar of pickles, jar of whatever. I lift heavy weights. This is when I was in my 20s, right? I do pull-ups at the gym, so I have strong forearms to do that. I do not need a man to pay for my dinner, to pay for my clothes, to pay for whatever gifts he wants to give me. I studied, I worked hard, and I have a well-paying job that can pay for all those things. I don't need a man to figure out my finances, what I should invest in, what, you know, whatever stocks I should put my money towards. I'm English proficient, good with numbers, excelled at math, and I have the money management skills to do all that. I don't need a man to fix my toilet. You know, I'm proactive, I'm self-sufficient, I'm resourceful. You know, I can look it up on YouTube, or I can buy the necessary tools with my hard-earned cash and fix it myself. You know, I don't need a man to negotiate my phone contract, the internet bill, the car, you know, how much to pay for my car, any home repair costs that I have. I have the communication skills and the language skills, you know, the proper negotiation language skills that I learned and acquired over the years of working in a corporate environment, that I can do that myself. You know, I do not need a man. I do not depend on him, because I can take care of myself, right? And so these were my 20s, okay? And it's like, I just want a big rant for anyone who's listening or continue to listen, because this is what I believed in, and I was living the dream, right? In my head as a little kid, looking forward and having my mom's words echo and ripple through my life, that I did not want to be in her situation, you know, depending on my dad financially, have him make all the financial decisions in the household, that I would have a stake in all that. And I really wanted to be that strong, independent woman, making my own money, climbing the corporate ladder. Then I get married, and the next video I will talk about when you get married and how some things change, but not really everything. Like, some things change, but not everything. So let me know what your how you were as growing up. You know, was your mom a strong, independent woman? Was she someone who preached to you about being able to take care of yourself, to never depend on someone, depend on a man? Let me know, and I'll talk more in the next video.